Okay, hi guys, welcome. We are taking some trades on Webull web platform. For those of you who are always asking where should you be buying your stocks or trading your options, there are many platforms out there. One of the platforms that our students are using is the Webull app, which is the web platform for Webull. They also have the mobile platform, and they also have the desktop. And we'll be going through these in our future lessons. So for those of you who have been following us in the previous lessons, we have covered, this is lesson number 8, guys. So if you haven't watched lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, go ahead and do that. I'm going to put the link to the playlist in the description, okay? And the name of the playlist is the Free Pro Trading Course. Okay, it's free. You don't have to pay. Keep away your credit card. Just follow the series, and we are building up onto this series where we're going to be talking about trading stocks, trading options, trading forex, futures, whatever, any asset that is traded online. And our members in the Smart Wolf Club and our coaches are trading. We are going to share with you guys for free right here. Same place, maybe same time. So every week we have at least 1 or 2 trainings uploaded for free on YouTube, and of course many trainings going on in the community every single day, every single hour, because we have coaches from all over the world. Tajimoto is on here from Tokyo, Japan. He's been in the Smart Wolf Club for over 17 years. We have coaches from every country. In the United States, for example, we have Mr. Baker from Atlanta, Georgia, over 17 years doing this. We have Jose from Sacramento, California, over 15 years doing this. We have Anne-Marie and Rosemary. Anne-Marie in New York. She's been doing this over 17 years. Rosemary, Toronto, Canada, over 15 years. Mary, Vancouver, Canada. Mr. Scott in London, UK, has been doing this with us for over 17 years. If you're from, let's say, Singapore, we have Wuhan from Singapore. She's been doing this with us for over 17 years. If you're from India, for example, the Indian subcontinent, with a lot of members and upcoming traders, we have Mr. Singh and many others, but Mr. Singh stands out. He's in the Bombay area region, Bombay, India, with many students, over at least 200 traders working with him, and he's been doing this for over 17 years. If you go down south, let's say South America, you go to the Rio de Janeiro area of Brazil, you are going to meet my friend Rodriguez. He's been doing this with us for over 17 years, and he has a huge group that works with him, students who are working directly under him, and some are pro traders who are working with him. So we create all these communities so we can work together, because trading, guys, let's face it, trading can be lonely, it can be boring, looking at charts, but when you trade as a community, you share ideas, you share insights, you share your research, you share your views, you share your experiences, your downfalls, your disappointments, your wins, then it becomes fun. And that's the whole idea. So if you have not joined the Smart Wolf Club, we put the link in the description. You just need your name and your email address. It's free. And for those of you who need training, you can watch this series for free. But if you need extra coaching, hand holding, our coaches are available for you. You can join the various masterclasses. We have the stock trading masterclass, the forex trading masterclass, crypto trading masterclass, and then those of you who are into digital marketing online, we have the digital marketing masterclass. Forex, I talked about forex, stocks, anything that is online. Our coaches, some of us have been online since 1998, 1999, so many years. So everything online, we've been there, been done that. I do see a lot of people who have gone through our trainings and who are still members of our Smart Wolf Club. And of course, you guys are all invited. Our goal is actually, we've been underground for many years. So during the pandemic, we decided we're going to help as many brothers and sisters as possible, because it touched close to our hearts. The closures affected a lot of our friends and families and friends. Some lost their income. So it touched our heart, and we decided we're going to share these trainings so we can upscale your skills. And of course, a lot of people are looking for freedom financial, freedom location, where you can work from wherever you want. All you need is an internet connection, and you know internet is universal. It's everywhere. If you go to Africa, South Africa, Malemala, one of our coaches in Cape Town, South Africa, he's been doing this for over 15 years with a huge group. If you go to West Africa, Nigeria, Lagos area, you're going to meet Omoses. He's been doing this with us for over 15 years. If you go to the eastern part of Africa, Kenya, Nairobi, you're going to meet Mr. Peter, who's been doing this with us for over 8 years. And if you go to Asia, the Middle East, Ahmed has been doing it with us for many, many years. He's in Dubai, the UAE. And if you go to Seoul, you're going to meet Sean, and Seoul, South Korea. He's been doing this with us for over many, many years. If you go to Europe, Mr. Scott, I said in London, you're going to go to Germany. You have Carinsas. She's been doing this with us for over 15 years. You go to Spain, Madrid region. We have many coaches in Spain, just to mention one, but a few of them. We have Marcelina in Madrid, Spain. She's been doing with us for over 15 years. One of our coaches, and very, very successful online trading, digital marketing, anything online. These guys have done it. They've been there, and they're still doing it. So they share their first-hand experiences with you guys. Now, I don't want to spend a lot of time doing the introduction part. You can find that on video lesson number 1. But right now, we're just going to jump into our training, and we're continuing with our series on stocks and stock trading. And of course, we are using our flagship trading method, which we use in the Smart Wolf Club. And I'm spilling the beans. I'm spilling the secrets, the strategy that our coaches are using, and beginner friendly. And of course, something that you can learn very quickly, practice, and run with it and start making money online. And this strategy works a lot of times. Okay, all you need to do is perfect your timings, perfect your experience, and you are going to be making money trading stocks. And we use similar approaches when it comes to trading forex, crypto, even metals like gold, silver. I know a lot of you are into gold trading. We use similar approaches. KISS, we keep it simple, stupid. And we realize that for you to succeed on trading, you need 3 things. So number 1 is just your mindset. Number 2, you need a strategy. And of course, number 3, we need the discipline to succeed. So 3 things that you need. So mindset piece, we can work on that as a community, and we work with that all the time. I'm sharing these trainings with you. We're talking about the psychology, the mindset, what type of a mindset you need. Okay, so some people are massively risk takers, some people are moderate in risk taking, some people are less risk takers. So again, depending on your character, you can fit squarely using this strategy. So your strategy has to be your own strategy, your unique strategy. We give you the baseline strategy, and that's what we are spending. I'm spending time here in these lessons. That's why I keep repeating the same thing deliberately. So lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 5, lesson 4, 5, 6, 7. You're probably going to see about the similar things, but each lesson builds upon the previous lesson, and that's why you want to watch all of the lessons. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. We want to grow this channel to a larger number so we can reach more and more brothers and sisters. We want to help as many people as possible. This year alone, our target is to help at least 1,000 people and get them to the level where they are making money online so they can achieve their freedoms, okay? What are your goals in life? What are your dreams in life? So those are the things that we are working together to get there, all of us, okay? So now, right now, what you can see here is a Webull platform. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. We're going to be going through this in the future lessons, where I'm going to show you how, for those of you who have access to Webull, there are many platforms that we use, but we do have a bunch of students who use Webull for trading because of the convenience. You can have that on your phone and you can trade stocks on Webull. We have students who are on Robinhood. Again, similarly on Robinhood, we do have students who have Robinhood, trade on Robinhood. So again, I'm going to put the links below, so you guys go ahead and check them out. Use the links to open your accounts if you don't have those. And you do get free stocks if you use my, you get some free rewards if you use my link. Those are affiliate links. You can use our links from the Smart Wolf Club. Use our links so you can get some free packs. Okay, it's always good to get some free stuff. Okay. Before I turn to the trading, let me put a disclaimer. Whatever I'm sharing with you guys is not some get-rich-quick schemes or some voodoo stuff that you just magically wake up and make money, or millionaire. It's going to make you millions. Now, it's going to require some hard work, practice, and of course, we don't control the market, so it's very risky. Trading anything is very risky. You can lose your investments, whatever money you put on the line, you can lose the entire investment or part of it. So just know that whatever you're dealing with is risky. Anything online is risky. You can lose your money. And it's not only online, offline. If you start a business, you can go bankrupt anytime. We've seen, they say most businesses don't live to see the 5th year or the 3rd year. Some 90% of the businesses that are started, they close up within the first 3 years or 5 years. You can look it up on Google. It doesn't matter. Or you can ask ChatGPT. We embrace a lot of AI in our training recently because AI is the in thing. And to make our lives much easier, we leverage the power of artificial intelligence, the ChatGPTs, the DeepSeeks, and many, many others that are coming up. Okay? So like if you remember in lesson 2 or lesson 3, we use ChatGPT and DeepSeek to find the top 5 stocks that we should be trading, focusing on. And why are we talking about 5? So you have 5 charts open every single morning. What time do we start trading? I mean, we answer all those questions in the lesson. What time do we start trading? What stocks should we trade? What strategy should we use? And now we are starting to answer the questions on what platforms should we trade. And we're going to be talking about lots of platforms, and we're going to be sharing all this with you because we have students from all over the world and we cater for everybody. Okay? So with that, if you have any questions whatsoever, please, you can comment below. Let's be interactive. That helps YouTube spread the word, and of course share our videos and our channel. That way we can reach as many people as possible. Because remember, the skills we are teaching you guys, the skills we are sharing with you guys, the experiences we are sharing with you is invaluable. It can help. It may not be for you, but it can help somebody else. Because I do know there's a lot of people get on these YouTube videos and they find something, they're like, oh no, I'm already a pro trader. Okay, so this is not for me, but it might be for somebody that you know is struggling. So you can share this with these people. And if you are not into trading, you are into something else, you can share this with somebody that you really care about. So that's the idea: sharing, commenting, liking the videos, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Because when you subscribe and hit that bell notification, you're going to be notified when we upload any new training. And we do this at least once or twice a week. And at some point, we're going to be doing daily live trading. So if you don't want to miss those live trades, because very soon we're going to start trading actively. Whatever strategy we're talking about, we're going to put it to test. Okay? We are going to take it to the road, guys. Isn't that the best way to find out? Take your new machine onto the road and test it and drive it and see how it works. So we're going to test drive all these right live. Okay, our members are already using this and they're seeing a lot of success. Our coaches have been using this for many years. But for some of you, you're only here, maybe you're joining this video for the first time. So you probably don't know what is this guy talking about, what are these people talking about. So we're going to be test driving this so you can actually see it for yourself, the performance of this strategy. Okay, now guys, you have to bear with me here. I'm having a difficulty mouse and internet. The mouse is not working properly. So sometimes there's like a delay or a lag. I click and it takes a moment before it executes the command. But let's see. We're going to make it work, guys. So just be patient. The master teacher said, blessed are those who are patient. So you got to be patient with me. And I even see some of the comments that people say, we just want the training. Get into the training. Guys, listen. Training, the strategy is just 1% of your success. 99% of your success is your mindset, your character. You have to build a character of being successful. Your patience levels. How patient are you? How do you feel when you lose? The disappointment. How are you able to overcome that? And we talk about that in the discipline. You remember I said there are 3 things that you need to be successful as a trader. And we see this in because I have a backdoor experience. I see a lot of students that come through the Smart Wolf Club. So whatever I'm sharing with you guys, this is what I have seen, what our coaches have shared with us, what our coaches are sharing, because they have seen this. They have trained thousands of people, new students, beginner students, all colors, all sizes, all shapes. Okay, male, female, it doesn't matter. We've seen all kinds of students from all over. In terms of societal level, others. We've seen the rich, the poor. We've seen the big ones, the small ones. We've seen the short ones, the tall ones, the colors. We've seen all types of colors, shapes, and sizes, guys. So whatever I'm sharing with you is you're getting like a backdoor experience of what happens. And whatever we've filtered down the main issues that make people not succeed in trading. And these are just 3 things, okay? The mindset piece, the strategy, and the discipline. If you lack the mindset, if you don't have proper mindset, if you don't have the proper strategy, if you lack the discipline to succeed, you are not going to be successful anywhere. Doesn't matter. It's not just trading. It's not just online marketing or online making money online. You're just not going to be successful in anything. So you need the mindset, proper mindset. You need the strategy, and of course you need the discipline. Now, under the strategy, again, as I told you in our previous lesson, I think it was lesson number 4, where I talk about the strategy. The strategy has to be very simple. Okay, again, don't overcomplicate it, because I know some of you have been exposed to very complicated strategies that require 20 signals to check 20 signals, 20 data points, 50, I don't know, whatever. I mean, million news bits, I mean, analyzing. So this denies you the opportunity to make money, okay? So our strategy has to be extremely simple, very simple. If my 16-year-old is not comfortable implementing this, if the strategy is too complicated for a 16-year-old or for a 99-year-old grandmother to perfect, to implement, then I think that is too complicated. So it has to be that bare bones simple. Keep it simple, stupid. It has to be very simple to a level where it looks stupid, unbelievable. Some of you will see the strategy that I've been sharing with you, and they think it is not going to work. But trust me, it is working for a lot of our students. Okay, as I told you, I'm giving you a bird's eye view of what is going on in a massive community. Okay, so I have the privilege to see back what is happening in the back because of our community, what strategies are working for our students and what is not working. And I am sharing that with you. So let's go back here, and we are going to look at, so that's lesson 1. If you missed it, just a reminder here, go make sure you watch that. This is the Smart Wolf Club channel. Make sure you, it must be the official, because I know in YouTube there's a lot of copycats. So it has that logo right there, which is the wolf, the Smart Wolf, bluish in color. Make sure you subscribe to that channel, hit the bell notification. And of course, when I talk about you see this link here, this is where you can join the Smart Wolf Club. And here is the resources that you need in every of our lessons now until later on when I start telling you to more resources are going to be added here. So right now we're going to add the Webull, we're going to add the Robinhood on here for you guys. So you can also make sure you have those accounts open. It's free to open an account, okay? So don't be worried. Open the account, let it be there. And when the time comes that you have to use the account, you should be ready to use the account. You can fund your account and start practicing, but just know that trading is very risky. So whatever you put in there, put there only money that you can afford to lose, because you can lose it if you mess around, okay? So again, that's just some housekeeping here. Candlesticks. Okay, I would like you to look at these candlestick patterns and make sure you recognize at least 3 of them minimum, okay? And if you want to get social, there you go. You can email us anytime at this email address. We have a Telegram group. You can join that. If you don't like Telegram, we have WhatsApp. If you don't like WhatsApp, you can join our private Facebook group, and so on and so on. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, guys. So that was lesson 1 there. And then there's lesson 2, 3. So if you go to the playlist, let's see if you have the playlist. Yes, here's the playlist. This is lesson 5. So if you go down to the playlist, you can see right here. This is the playlist right here. It says watch the Pro Trading Free Course playlist here. So that's the playlist. Click that and you're going to see all the videos. Right now, this is lesson number 8. So if you missed the first 7, go ahead and watch those. Okay? So just spare some time. Train yourself. Okay? Training is key, guys, for your success. Helps you build your mindset, helps you build the discipline, and of course, we reveal the strategies as we go along. So we are giving you the three key ingredients for succeeding as a trader. Those are the key ingredients that you need. But now let's jump into the charts and see what is going on, guys. So we go to TradingView, and what time do we start trading normally? We start trading at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it doesn't matter. So if you're in Timbuktu, you can use the Google time converter and check what time is 9:30 is equivalent to 9:30 a.m. in your country or in your city or in wherever you are. Because we have students from all over. We have students in Tokyo, Japan. Tajimoto, one of our coaches, is there. So when it is 9:30 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time, which is New York time, it is 10:30 p.m. in Tokyo. So that's the time Mr. Tajimoto and his group get on their computers and take trades. Now, for how long do we trade? It doesn't matter. Normally the trades are very short. It may take just about an hour, maybe between 9:30 and 11, you're done. So 1 hour and some change, you're done. And not every day. Some days we take a trade 5 minutes. You hit your take profit, your goal, and you're out. Some people have bigger goals than others. So now, depending on what your goal is, maybe you might hang around for an hour and a half. And some days you don't have to take a trade because you come to the market. As I said, we don't control the market. You find no trade that you can take. The market is crazy. Some days you can't just take a trade every single day. But our strategy is so simple. You will always find something to trade. And that's why we tell you you have at least 5 stocks that you have identified, and you can have those open. Okay, so you can have Tesla open. You can have, let's say, QQQ. Those of you who are QQQ, I think, would be under funds. Yes, there you go, QQQ. All right, so you can have QQQ open. You have Tesla open. You can have, let's say, let's go to TradingView. Open in a new tab, and we can have another stock open. So let's say we have Nvidia what's the symbol for Nvidia, guys? No, let's go to stocks. The only problem I'm having here is my mouse. As I told you, mouse has a delay. I'm going to change the mouse. Here is NVDA, that is a ticker symbol. So again, you can see, so they all look different. You can see here. So it started here. You can see this is where 9:30 this was yesterday. Then it gapped up. This is a gap up. Okay, gapped up. Okay, so closed here, and today it opened here at 9:30. You can see there's a massive gap up here. You guys see that? Let me widen this. You guys see the gap from all the way here to up here. So from 111.68 to 113.94. Okay, gap, massive gap up here. So we started at a high note, a positive note. There you can see going up. Okay, so the first 5 candles are very, very critical for us. I'm on the 1 minute time frame. So using our simple 5 minute strategy, first 5 minute strategy, basically what you do is you're going to mark the low of this, the low of the 5 minutes, which is this one right there, and then also the high, which is this one right there. So we're going to get a line, and we're going to make a line there, and I'm doing that on NVIDIA, and you do the same for the other stocks. So basically, you're going to mark at least 5 stocks early in the morning, and there you go. So now you have your chart marked, and you can see what is going on here. Okay, so you can see we have 1, 2, 3 massive red candles. It goes down, and it closes below. So this is the candle that closes below that range right there. This is called the open range, the 5 minute open range breakout, ORB, very famous. So we are using the 5 minute. Now there's a 15 minute ORB, there's a 5 minute ORB. You can create your own. Some people like to wait for half an hour. They don't take any trades the first 30 minutes. Now you're gonna practice this. And normally we say practice on the demo. Basically, you're going to observe this a couple times until you develop your own theory, your own strategy that works for you. You have the first 30 minutes to spare and you don't want to take any trade. That's well in advance. But most of our members do the 5 minute and the 15 minute ORB. So the 5 minute one, which we're calling the breakout and retest strategy, the 5 minute one. So the first 5 minutes, we sit out the market. We don't take any trades. So all we do is to come to the market and look. Okay, so we are looking at the first 5 minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see the first 5 candles are these ones here. Okay, so these are the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys can count, right? So you can see we hit this was the highest point within the first 5 minutes. Then this was the lowest point. And so we have already defined our 5 minute open range. This is the 5 minute open range. And you can see we are already looking at it. We can see what happens. As soon as it hit that level, it started going down, 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 down. And why? If we go back to the day, guys, very important that you look at history. Very, very important before you take trades. So let's look at the daily chart. Let's go, and we could even mark the daily chart. Okay. So we are marking the daily chart. You can see this is today's candle. Okay. Now, what is the sentiment from yesterday? You can see yesterday was more of a bullish day. You can see this was the green candle. Let me clear these drawings here. Remove all the drawings. We'll come back and mark our. So you can see yesterday's candle. You can see the highest for yesterday. You can see that's yesterday's candle. This is today's candle. We are looking at the day time frame here. So you can see that was the lowest point and that was the highest point. And today we are already pushed above it, even though there was a pullback, massive pullback. But sentimentally, you guys can see it's an upward trend, okay? Without even doing any voodoo stuff or any complicated, it seems like an upward trend. Because if you put a trend line here, this is just something that I'm talking about. We don't normally, just to show you how I feel about the market. Looking at this, these are daily charts. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. In the last 18 days, NVIDIA stock is actually showing an upward trend, even though there's pullbacks. And these are healthy. Every time a stock goes up, it's going to pull back. It's just human psychology. When the price goes up, people tend to do what? Sell their positions, okay? So they can make profit. When the price comes down, people tend to buy. So again, pushing the price up, and then people are going to sell at the top and buy at the bottom. And we are making this wavy wavy type of thing. And that's why we have something like that. You see, it goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down, and now it's going up. So now it is going up, guys. So you can see we formed this. This is just human behavior, supply and demand. That's what we talked about in lesson 1. And some of you don't think lesson 1 was valuable because we talked about introduction, I talked about AI. Why did I talk about it? I showed you the possibilities of AI. Why? Because we're going to be using a lot of AI, creating bots that take trades automatically for us, because we don't want to be glued to the computer. We want this to be affected by bots. How are we going to do that? We use AI bots, AI trading bots, okay? So we're going to get there in this series of training. And I want you to be part of this journey, okay? Because some of our coaches are already using, and students are already using AI bots to trade crypto, for example, to trade forex, where you just set up a few things, parameters, and boom, they get you into the market and get you out of the market as long as it falls within your parameters. All right, so that is only possible you're leveraging what we call AI. All right, guys, so I'm going to, again, remove these drawings. So again, guys, have you understood why I looked at the day time frame? Just to get an idea of what is going on in NVIDIA. We can see, because we cannot trade in a vacuum. We have to see the previous behavior of the stock. So somehow we are forming a bias of an upward trend. It's like it is going up, okay? So whenever we are taking our trades, what are we going to be looking at? For the last 18 days, we could literally say that NVIDIA stock has gone up. It started from down here, forming this massive bullish candle. Then there was a bearish candle. Of course, this is going to happen because when prices go up, people tend to sell. Then we had another massive bullish candle. You can see that one here. Here. Sorry, guys, my cursor is still, my mouse is still very slow, so my cursor is lagging. That one there, you can see that. And then we got this. But you can see that where are the tails forming? The long tails are forming at the bottom. Tell you there's a lot of buying pressure. There's buying pressure, buying pressure. Okay? So what does that tell you? If you're going to be taking a trade, it should be mostly in the direction of the trend, right? So even though we are trading our simple strategy of breakout and retest, we are not going to trade that in oblivious of what is happening in the market. That's why you have to understand this piece. Very, very important. This is probably the most important lesson that you're going to have in the entire series or in the entire time you want to be a successful trader. This is the most important piece of advice. You are not going to trade in a vacuum, oblivious of what is happening in the market, okay? So I can't come here and say, okay, fine. I see at this particular 1 minute, NVIDIA is going down, so I'm going to take a short trade. You can burn your fingers right there because the market, that could just be a mere liquidity sweep, okay? The market makers are probably just going down to mop up all the liquidity, hit all the stop losses, and get all the money, the liquidity in the market, just liquidity mop-ups. That's basically what they do. So they come down, they hit all your stop losses, get you out of the market, and then they buy massive trades, and boom, they shoot to the moon. And when you guys start entering, FOMOing in, they get out, they sell their positions, and you are left holding empty bags. Now, this happens a lot. That's why a lot of retailers get banned. That's why 99% of you guys who are going to be trading are going to be losing your accounts, because this is some of the things that you do not understand. And that's why I tell you, it's very, very important that you train yourself before you start trading. Learn, and get the experience. Practice. Understand the nitty-gritty of what is going on in the market. When you see the chart like this chart tells a million stories, okay? It tells human behavior. It's telling us where the institutions are buying, okay, the big money guys, and where the retailers are. Where is the money sitting at? Okay? So when you see a candle like this coming down with a massive wick right here, why do you think this wick forms? It's because they want to come down here and clean up some stop losses right here. Take the money and then boom, go back. Okay? followed by a green candle right away. Okay? So they came down, took all the stop losses, kicked you guys out of the market, took your money, blew your accounts, and then they come back and they start going up. Okay? And that's going to happen every single day. Okay? So understand that you cannot trade in a vacuum. You got to look at historical data before you make your opinions, your biases. Look at historical data. So right now you can see NVIDIA is showing us a green candle. Okay, so if we go down to, let's say, the 4 hour, let's look at the 4 hour, and let's look at the 4 hour in comparison to what was the daily candle. So the 4 hour, again, you can see yesterday, for example, you can see, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4 hour here, it started at the bottom, you see, with a down, a red candle, and then a green candle forms, and then we go up that way. Okay, so you guys can see, and this is the today's candle. This was yesterday. So yesterday, the last 4 hours were downward. You can see it was a downward trend. We had a red candle right there. Maybe if I can expand this. Okay, you guys can see this is the candle I'm talking about. This was the closing candle yesterday. It was a red, fat red candle right there. Market went down. But we had reached some of the highest levels. You can see right there. And that coincides with that level right there. And so that is the level that NVIDIA is fighting to break today. You guys want to see the level? That is the level that NVIDIA is fighting to break today. If they break this level today, we are going to go to Valhalla, Valhalla, Valhalla. It's probably going to shoot up to come and level up with maybe that one. Let's see that one. Maybe level up with that area. Or even start hunting that level up there. So we are showing an upward trend right now. Now, is this cast on stone? No. We could default and start going downwards again. But as we put this line here, you see this trend line has not been broken for the last 18 days. You can see we've been spinning around this. We've been trading above this trend line right there. And it shows an upward trend, okay? So I'm already forming a bias. Now, am I 100% correct? No, I don't control the market. But that's how I feel. So now that gives me the confidence, my mindset, my psychology. So when I'm going to take trades, I'll be looking more for long trades. Basically, I'm forming a bias. So if I see a couple red candles followed by a green candle, multiple green candles, I'm likely to take that trade in the long position. I'm going to long the stock. I'm going to buy the stock, not sell. I'm going to buy the stock. You know what I mean? So if I'm buy options, I'm going to buy an option. When we come to option trading, this is how you make the decisions. Am I going to buy or sell? Buy or sell? Buy a call, sell a put, or buy a call. What forms that decision? It is formed by what is happening in the market. So, guys, key things. 3 things. So I looked at the day, okay, and I looked at the 4 hour, and now we're going to take our trades on the first. We're using the 5-minute ORD, Open Range, ORB, sorry, Open Range Breakout. So we're going to go down to so already we have some type of bias. We know yesterday the market literally closed, was an upward trend. From what we are seeing here, it closed as a green candle yesterday. Even though the last 4 hours were bearish, you can see it was a green candle. But today, again, it gapped up. So telling you there's plenty of liquidity. There's a lot of money still sitting on NVIDIA, okay? That's why it gapped up massively this morning. You can see that. So that analyzes NVIDIA. If we go to Tesla, maybe the same story. Let's look at Tesla. See, Tesla yesterday, let's go to the daily. This is a 1 minute. So let's go to the daily. Let's remove all these lines. Always make your chart as clean as possible. Okay. Don't have million lines. That's why we say we keep it simple. So let's look at yesterday. Let's look at Tesla yesterday. let me expand this by just Tesla yesterday was not good. You can see it was a pullback from the previous days. The days were pumping, and then we got a pullback. What type of candle is this? This candle shows there's a continuation of trend. Actually, it is a red candle. What is it called, guys? If you forget, that's why we give you the resource right here on line 1. Okay, I know some people are like, oh, I don't know what that candle is. Go to this resource. I'm opening it. The link is right here. It says study candlesticks. You don't have to memorize this, okay? So you can always refer to this. It's a candle that looks like that. What candle is that? It's a candle that looks like that. At the bottom, it has that small. Is it an inverted hammer? No, this is a hammer. Here. This one is an inverted hammer. Yes, inverted hammer. Small real body at the bottom, long upper wick, appears in a downward trend, potential bullish reversal. Now, if it appears on upward trend, what is it? So again, you can understand this. Candlestick patterns, very, 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 very important. Candlestick patterns, candlestick patterns. So it's an inverted hammer, okay? Inverted hammer, appearing not on a downward trend in this case. It appeared right in the middle of, yeah, it was a downward trend. You can see there's this pattern here and then this. So reversal. So it is going up. So Tesla is going up, looking at the day. So again, we have formed a bias that Tesla is going up, Nvidia is going up. So what was the other one? QQQ. Okay, let's look at QQQ. Again, let's go to the daily chart. So guys, I'm telling you these things, once you get these in your bloodstream, these become part of you, it will just take you a few seconds, minutes to make those conclusions. It doesn't take our coaches any minute. Once they open the charts, they see what happened yesterday, boom, they already formed their biases, they're ready to take trades. It shouldn't take you that long, okay? So look at yesterday. This is yesterday here. Again, you can see it was a green candle going up. So everything seems to be going up. Okay, the market seems to be waking up. So again, we are going to be more successful if we trade not against the trend, but with the trend. So it's an upward trend. We're going to be looking for long trades. Okay, so that gives you some confidence, right? You know, if you see a series of red candles followed by a green candle, there might be an opportunity for you to jump in for a long trade. That is how simple this theory is. This is how simple we formed our bias. This is how simple this strategy is. Okay, so if I go to my 5-minute and I see a series of breakout on the downside, and then all of a sudden there is a retest on the upper side, I am going to go for a long trade. And I am almost certain that I'm trading with a trend, and I am so almost certain to increase my probability of hitting my take profit. Okay, and we are targeting minimum risk to reward ratio 1:2. Minimum is 1:2. You could go as far as you want, but a minimum of 1:2 with a very, very tight stop loss. The reason why we keep a stop loss tight is because most of the time when you do your analysis very well, you don't need such a big stop loss, okay? You just need a tight stop loss because we want to minimize our risk, especially if you're trading as a beginner, small account, okay? You don't have a lot of funds to waste, so you're going to maintain tight stop losses. So guys, let's go. So now if you're on Webull, here is Tesla, and you want to take the trades, we're going to show you how you're going to open a position right here. After you do your analysis, you're going to jump into the trades, and Vahala, you are going to be counting your profits or your losses, vice versa. Okay, so we are looking at NVIDIA now. Okay, so since we've looked at NVIDIA, we can see here what is going on here. Okay, so what is going on here with NVIDIA? This is the 4-hour chart. Now for swing traders, you know, there are many types of traders. There's the intraday traders. They are scalpers. People just get in and out. And we are intraday. So most of our members are intraday because we want to we trade every day. So Monday to Friday, we trade every day, single day. And so we are intraday. So we want to take trades on the minute or 5 minutes. But if you're a swing trader, you can go to 4 hours, 1 hour, days. Those guys who take a trade and go away for months. Okay, so you could be looking at days. You could be trading on the day chart. Okay, but for example, if you're a swing trader right now, look at this, guys. Look at this formation right here. Look at that line. So what would I do here? I would enter for a long trade here. Okay, right here. I would enter for a long position right there. And I'll probably put my stop loss right here. You see this, the previous low. This is the previous low right here, guys. This was the previous low. Let me put it red. Okay, I'm just peeling the beans of some of our members who are swing traders. This is what they do. They took the trade there, and look at that stop loss. This is the risk to reward ratio is 1 to 2, but they're probably going to target this position right here to make it worthwhile. Okay, so they're probably going to target that position. So that gives you a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So boom, so you'll be buying Tesla at 103.93, and they're going to get out at that level there, 134.66, or you could just target 134, a psychological number, or 140. You can see 140 up here. Yes, you can target 140, which is a psychological number right there. You can target that 140 right there. Psychological number, okay? Psychological number, 140 right there. So that gives you a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2.58. And since this is a 4-hour chart, this is a swing trade. So you take this and go away, okay? You take this and go away. So if Tesla gets to 140, then your take profit is hit. If Tesla goes below 103, your stop loss is hit. Okay, so you lose, which is a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2.58. So if we put $100, we're going to make $258. If you put 1,000, you make 2,580, like that. So this is pretty easy, guys. Okay. Now we are not swing traders at the moment. Most of you are beginners. Okay, so we are going to go to our minute. We go down to our minute. So let me remove these lines. I'm going to remove that. To remove the lines on TradingView, you just right-click the mouse button and you highlight and you go down here. Okay, sorry guys, my mouse is still sticking. So just give it a minute. It's lagging. There you go. And then remove that. So we are removing those, and we are going to remove that, and we're going to remove that, and we are going to remove this too. Boom. Everything has been removed. So let's go down to our 5 minutes. We've already talked about our bias. We know it is going up. We can mark our high of the daily high yesterday and today. We do that as part of our strategy. So we know we are trading in a certain range, the daily range. So here, this was yesterday's candle right there. Let's expand this so you guys can see yesterday's candle. This was yesterday's candle right here. This one right here. This was yesterday's candle. This one here. You guys can see this was yesterday's candle right here. This one right there. So you mark both the week. That is yesterday's candle. I put the green on the top and the red on the bottom. And we include the week, guys. There we go. And that's red. There we go. Okay, guys, let me drink something. I'm drinking some natural juice. This is squeezed from fruits, berries, all kinds of fruits, squeezed. Succo natural, guys. This is natural juice. Gives you enough antioxidants, gives you enough that you need. So your brain, you got to feed your brain. Because right now you're using what we call brain power, sheer brain power to analyze the market. Your emotions are high because you're risking your money. So you need to feed, it's like nourish your body and of course your brain. Okay, so you give it some healthy stuff. Okay, healthy stuff, natural stuff, organic stuff. Okay, there we go. So we have marked, this is day, top day yesterday, bottom day yesterday. The lowest point, the highest point. Very simple, right? Any questions? No. Then we jump down to the 5 minutes. So we are doing our 5 ORB, 5-minute ORB, Open Range Breakout. And it started right here. This was the first day candle here, 9:30. It was this one. So let's pull them up so you guys can see them. And you can see they're still within the range because this was the lowest for yesterday and this was the highest for yesterday. We broke out a little bit above yesterday. We closed above there. And then this one again closed above. Then this one closed below. So we went that way. So again, we're going to mark the first 5 candles. So this is our first candle here. I'm going to put a blue line there so you guys can see it. And our 5th candle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is this one right there. Okay. You see that? Okay, so I'm going to remove this so I can clearly see where I'm going to remove this. So the highest point is this one right there, and the lowest point was this one right there. So again, we are going to mark this. Okay, I'm just waiting for the mouse to respond. I'm going to get another mouse, guys. I think it's something to do with the mouse or the internet. Okay, we're going to get this line, put it there. So that's the green line. That's green. That's the highest point, the 5 minute. And then this is the lowest point here for the 5 minute right there. And we're going to put this as red. Okay. So you guys can see now, this was the day. This was the day. This is the 5 minute. This is the 5. Oh, sorry. This is the 5 minute. This is the day. So we actually broke above the day. You guys, you can see that. And now, so what are we looking at? So the first 5, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 candles, okay. So we are waiting for a breakout and a retest, okay. So these candles did not close below, okay. We are still within. This did close below. This one here closed below, and then it came back, retests, but it closed inside. Okay, it closed inside, guys. Okay, so we didn't take a trade. Okay, we did not take a trade so far because you can see it has not followed our rule, the 5 minute ORB. I don't see the retest, and I don't see a clear breakout. Oh, sorry. Actually, this is a 5 minute. Guys. No, we want the 1 minute, guys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Okay, so let's remove this. See, some of the rookie mistakes that you can make. Okay, let's remove this line because we marked it in the wrong chart. Okay, so where did we start? Where did we open? Here. We opened here. So let's mark our 1 minute. I was at the 5 minute chart. No, that's the 5 minute ORB, the 15 minute, and the 1 minute. So we have 3 ORBs that our students are trading. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's mark this. This was the lowest point. The opening point was actually the lowest. And then the highest was this candle. Number 4 here was the highest so far. That one. And we are going to make that green. Okay, so this is the day. This is the 1 minute. This is the day should be further down here. You guys can see here. You see that? That's the day, lowest of the day. And then right now, you guys can see our ORB here. We did not, so it's still trading. It's still trading. And then here, boom, it comes in. Goes back, comes in, goes back, comes in, goes back, comes in, goes back. And there we go. It's still behaving the same. Still behaving the same. Okay. Still behaving the same. You can see it's still behaving the same. So it goes number 5. So this is the first 5 candles. Okay, there we go. So it comes down, goes all the way down here. Then it goes up, then comes down, comes down, comes down, comes down. Do you guys see where we're going to take a trade? Do you guys see where we're going to take a trade? Does anybody see where we're going to take a trade? Does anyone see where we're going to take a trade? Anybody? No, right? No? No or yes? Clear-cut, high probability trade. Do you see a clear-cut, high probability trade? Clear-cut, high probability trade. Don't see. So it's just in a range. Yeah. How about here? No, it didn't break out above the line. But it broke above the day. Here, you can see it broke above the day. Came here, broke above the day, started going down. You see, it broke above the day and it started going down. So would you consider that a retest? Those are the questions I'm asking you guys. Because those are the questions that our beginners always ask. I don't see a clear-cut trade for me to check. What should I do? Don't take a trade. If you don't see a clear-cut trade, if your guts, your stomach is not feeling safe from what you see, don't take a trade. Look at another asset. So let's say look at Tesla, for example. So we're going to mark Tesla yesterday. Okay, so that's why we have 5 stocks. Let's see which one is going to give us a better feeling. So right now we are expanding Tesla. This is yesterday's. You guys can see how yesterday looked like. Was like really bad. This was the lowest. All right, let's put yesterday for Tesla. That's the red line. Okay, so we have our daily marked there. When we analyze, we said it is going up, right? That's the feeling we had. So we go down to the 1 minute. 1 minute, there we go. And then we're going to expand these so that you can see they're within the range. Okay, so then we're going to look for the time when the market opened. Market opened right here. This was the first candle. So the first 5 candles are, okay, so you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here, what does it, oh man, let's see, my mouse again. Okay, give it a minute. There we go. So we have that. That's the highest for the 5 minutes. I mean the first 5 minutes. And then the lowest was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the lowest bit right there. And we're going to make it red. Okay. So as soon as we marked that, we broke and closed below this line. And then we had some sort of a retest, but you know, it went inside, it closed above and started going up. And then again, we got another breakout of the line. Okay, it went on. It came and retested that. Okay, and then it started going down. Okay. Okay. So you can see it started going down. So here you had a series of red candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a green candle forms, and another bigger green candle forms, and then followed by a downward a red candle, and then you have the 3 candles, and then a green candle, and then red candles following that, going all the way down. So if we say that's a breakout, that was a retest, but it did not really retest the line. You know, it actually broke the line and started trading, just ranging inside here, ranging motion, and then all of a sudden it broke again, and it went all the way down. Okay, massive big red candle, went down, it comes back again here. It does retest that, but it closes below, of course, and then of course it starts going down. So at this point here, one could have entered a trade of a sell short position at the close of this candle. This is a confirmation candle here. That's the leading candle, confirmation, and this would be our execution candle. There we go. It closes there. I could use this as my stop loss and give it a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio right there. And boom, at this level here, we made money right there. So the trade would have been taken at 10:05, okay? So it took us about 30 minutes from opening to actually take a trade at 10:05, and by 15 minutes later, the risk to reward ratio is minimum is 1-to-2. So we target 1-to-2. There we go. So this is, the candle was 10:15. Okay, that was a 10:15 candle. We entered on this one here, the 10:05. So 10 minutes later, you're out of the market. Okay, so that's what we call intraday trading. And then we're going to be waiting for another position again to come. So it comes back again, retests that, closes there. But this is not the same color. You can see that. This is literally, what is this thing called? A doji. A doji is an indication of a change of trend. So it's not going to go down now. It's going to start going up. And you can see that's exactly what happens. Okay. So a doji forms. And after this, so this is the leading candle, confirmation. Execution candle is a doji. We are not going to execute, guys. Okay, we are not going to execute. In this case, we had a leading candle, closing, comes and touches that and closes below it, which is what we are looking for. And then we had a confirmation candle, it is going down, and then we had a execution candle again going down. If this had turned color to green, we are not going to execute that. Okay, so it has to be in the direction of the trade that we want to take. Is that simple? Can I now stop this training here, guys? Because some of you are already saying it's too long for today. I think we're going to stop here, and then we will continue in our next lesson. So make sure, guys, you subscribe. Make sure you go and rewatch this so you can understand, because I was talking out loudly so you guys can see exactly how these guys are taking the trades in the community, the Smart Wolf Club. And make sure you become part of the community. And if you need hand holding, you need somebody, a coach to teach you one-on-one, you can join the master classes. I mean, their time is extremely valuable. So guys, sometimes you'll go there. Those master classes fill up really quickly, okay? So you might go there, find that it's full. Just join the waiting list. You will be admitted in first come, first serve basis. And of course, if you meet the requirements, okay? They don't just train anybody. The coaches have, their time is extremely valuable. These are guys who are doing this in and out for many years, extremely successful in what they do. So they do not like tire kickers. So you have to go through a qualification process where you're going to have to answer a few questions before they can admit you in the class. But guaranteed that if you get into the class, you're going to be working with some of the best trainers out there, some of the best traders, some of the best online marketers. So you are in safe hands once you get in there. So it is up to you to make that decision. It is not necessary. You can just watch these free videos. But if you need, I do know this is not for everybody. There's a few people who always need extra nudge, kick in the butt so they can start moving. So somebody to show them over the shoulder, we learn at different paces, okay? So I understand that. So anyway, guys, let's end this training here. So this was one training this is one trade that was taken and it ended up in the money, giving us literally a two. If we targeted this, the law of yesterday, okay, if we targeted that, look at what would have happened. Because that's what some of our traders did. They targeted the law of yesterday, they targeted that, and boom, 3.24. So for every $100 they put in, they made $324. So if you put $1,000, this would be a $3,000 day for you, okay? So guys, that's how simple these are. And it came from Tesla stock, okay? We tried the other one was NVIDIA, and we couldn't really find something for us to trade, okay? So we stayed away from it. That's why we tried Tesla, and there you go, made money. You try QQQ, and probably you make money. We didn't go deep into QQ. We can do that in our next training, okay? Before I end, let's say a word of prayer. In the belief of the power almighty, we pray whoever is going to implement this training will be successful. May the markets be good to us. In the belief of the power almighty, we pray. Amen. Thank you, guys. You're always the best, and we love you so much. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow, share this training with people that you love. Very, very important. Just do me that favor, okay? You will not regret what
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything